just generically. I'm not gonna accept
That's
it.
the same guy from last time.
Yeah, he always invites me, but I just don't. I don't know why he know. Like, I have my account on like where you can't see if I'm online, but he checks DBD friends. I just don't think he's got anybody to play with, and it's not upsetting. It's just why. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if I had showed you this, but Kanagi is in here too. Tokyo Ghoul. He, this skin, so there's different skins, but when he got added to the game, he yells. He just, literally, he screams all the time, and it's just, if you're wearing headphones, you can always tell where he is. Just by sheer yelling. Because he literally runs around the map. Just yelling, and it's like, please shut up, please, please. I just on DVD. I don't want to hear yelling from across the map while you're chasing someone. But yeah. So when I got into GTA, I started off really small. I didn't have much money. I didn't buy any houses, and then my buddy, or Sean, my cousin, was like, you know, hey, we're running the KO heist. You know, they added it in, and you know, at the time it was glitched, so you could keep replaying it and get loads of money from it. So he starts helping me, and then he's like, all right, now I'm gonna leave you alone for a little bit, so you can start getting some money by yourself and just see where you go. And he's like, but don't forget, buy a house. I'm like, I gotcha. I'm gonna buy a house. A few weeks later, he checks in on me. He's like, so, you know, how's money going? I'm like, I got a lot of money. He's like, all right, so did you buy anything while out and about? And I'm like, I bought a weed farm. I bought a document, an illegal document thing. And he's like, did you buy a house? And I'm like, I bought a biker garage,
Yeah.
but not a house. He's like, you need to buy a house. I'm like,
I'm saving up for a fucking salvage yard.
and eventually we go on the KO heist, and I start earning quite a bit of money from the weed farm and the legal documents thing, and I make like a few mil, right? And he hops off, and he's like, hey, now that you got some money, make sure to buy a house. So I earned a little bit more money, and I'm like, a few weeks later, he's like, you know, how's things going? Did you use that money to buy a house? And I'm like, no. And he's like, what did you buy? I was like, I bought a meth lab. He's like,
Well,
alright, I guess. And so,
I mean, that's an investment or something.
yeah, it definitely is. So, he's like, dude, if I help you out one more time, will you please just buy a house? I'm like, no promises, but I'll try my best. And he's like, we do the KO heist a few more times. We hop off. A few weeks later, he's like, hey, you know, how's things going? I'm like, I got the Kawasaki. He's like, so you're living in a submarine, but you don't even have a house. And he's like, I'm going to give you money. I'm going to watch you buy a house. Because at this point, you're going to buy a house last. And I'm like, all right. So we run the KO heist a few times, get a couple mil, end up buying a house. He's like, what kind of person buys a meth lab, a weed lab, illegal documents building, and a fucking submarine, and not a house? I'm like, me.
Yeah. Do you play on console or PC?
Console
Oh,
on
okay.
this. The only thing I play on PC is TF2.
Oh, okay.
I have TF2, Buckshot Roulette, and a few other games. I have some games I can't play on YouTube on there too. They're just fun, weird games on there. And you know, I wanted. So my PC, I built it. Or well, I didn't build it. I bought it a long time ago. I bought it when I was with my ex. And I kept it and I started trying to build onto it, but then when I lost my job, I couldn't buy any more components for it. And so the CPU is not good, the GPU is not good. It's literally like I can run Minecraft, I can run the games that I want to play, but as soon as I start trying to record, it's like black screen and barely any audio.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, this sucks. I can't just upload like black screen and no audio whatsoever. And so I just left it be, and I stopped uploading for a while. I was also I was in the I stopped uploading not only because of all the stuff that was happening, but at the same time I was also up at the hospital for a little while, so I couldn't upload. But then when I came back, I was trying to get my life back on track, and then jobs didn't fall through and other stuff like that, so I didn't really get a whole lot of chances to come back. By the way, look at this, look at how many likes I got on that. I'm a little surprised. No, where I feel famous is YouTube. That one I felt famous about. Cause when I was at my prime, when I was doing really good on YouTube, I still have it. But I was at 97 subs.
Oh wow, that's really close to like 100.
Well, my game plan was what I wanted to do was at 100 subs, I was gonna go with me and my buddies to a haunted place. Just all of us go find like most haunted place or something, or even like spending a night at the old asylum that's near our house.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like a 30-minute to an hour drive.
Oh.
Well, not like no. I'm wrong. It's more like a 10-minute drive from us. It's not too far away. But, so it was an asylum. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Bartonville Asylum. Okay, well, it got tore down not too long ago. So now there's just like a few hundred graves just sitting on this, like, it's literally like a road next to a few company buildings for like trucks and that. It's literally a dirt road and then like few hundred graves. It's like, and most of them not even marked. They're all like either unknown Jane Does, John Does, and I did talk about at one point, I want to at one point spend the night there, because you're not allowed to. You're only allowed in the morning and night. And that's your limit. If you can't be in there before dusk, and you can't be after there, or no, you can't be there after dusk. You can't be there before sunrise. So that's it on the little thing that they keep, and then they got no trespassing signs.
Oh, my fucking spot I usually go to the woods is like chained off and like fenced off, but I've been going there for like 3 years, since before it was like off the road, so it apply to me. But this like landlord guy was like telling me I'm trespassing.
Yeah.
But he was kind of cool at it, so whatever.
I was gonna say, like, we got no up in our area. We're not like where I live. We don't normally like get people out there, but we're not like super mean to people.
Yeah.
Cause like even though that my family does come off like a little rude sometimes, we're very nice. Like if you came up to us and was like, "Hey, we'd like to rip dirt bikes," or like, be on our 4-wheelers, we'd be fine with it. But we've had in the past where in the back part of our farm, there's another gate where you can't really see it. It's back towards the field. So it's like if you're up towards the front of the farm, you don't really see like if somebody unchained the gate or if somebody's back there. But you can see if somebody drives through. And I remember there was a bunch of kids on a 4-wheeler that came flying through. Didn't talk to us. We don't think it was the neighbor's kids, just because the neighbor doesn't really have like younger kids like that. They got primarily older kids. They're an older couple. again, they're really nice. They're just... I kind of felt bad when her husband died. She's a really nice woman, but she's a really nice woman, but her husband's gone. He's like one of those dads that would like sit on his lawn and drink, and he had a four-wheeler. Yeesh. I thought he could run through it. Anyway, yeah, so he's like one of those kinds of people. So Jesus, they're popping gens quicker than I can really get after him. That's the only thing I don't like about this event, is that I don't know what they did to Dead by Daylight, like on that home front, but lately they've been really quick on getting gens like done. No wonder one of them's carrying a toolbox. But that was my first hook, and I've barely been able to do anything so far. Caused maybe a little bit of damage, but not very much. Dunzo, get him out of here. Yeah, I'm hoping though that I can win this one. Yeah, anyway, yeah. Her husband, he drank, but he didn't drink like intense, you know. Like he said, he'd drink like a dad drinking out on his front porch, like not too much, but would sit there and have a beer or two. And he was a really nice guy, and I felt really bad when he died, but he was riding on the back trails of their house, and when he was riding, he was plastered, and he flipped his vehicle, or his four-wheeler. Just completely flipped it on top of himself, had a heart attack while the four-wheeler was on top of him. I feel bad letting her information out like that, but it was a really hard time for her, and I felt really bad. I love that right there, because that's an easy down right there. I want them rotating around this way, because if I can get them around this way, I can get some easy downs. Yeah, there's different little strategies that you could do. So now that I leave her be for a second, we're going to come back. And now that she's got this pallet out of the way, I'll just magically out of the way. Boom, run after her. Then I'll just come back. Boom. And that's a good way to get a bunch of them injured in just very little time. Then we just get the pickup because they're not expecting it. They're literally trying to do a gen right in front of me. hop back on here. And we leave him be. Sheesh. We're just trying to keep them off gens while also adding a little bit pressure to them because they've already gotten like quite a few gens. Damn, didn't get it. So come back this way. Damn it, I went right through him. I'm spending too much time on this chase. I'm probably gonna have to bridge off of him and come back. Yeah, they got that one done while I wasn't looking. So we're just gonna leave him be for a second and run back this way. And cause a stir. Sheesh, why is she running like that? Is that mine or hers? Yeah, so got him, and instead of going back towards Killer Shack, which is a really harsh place to try and run, I'm not gonna run it. I actually just keep running after her and push her away from that. Because Killer Shack is really hard to kind of mind games around. I don't know where she went. She went Damn, they're really going through these gens and quick. Now they're gonna try and flashlight save, and because I'm not so dumb, I'm gonna just go this way. I think they're gonna try and take that hex out of the way. More than anything, I'm just trying to keep them moving and keeping them off these. Because I do not know if they got my, Devour Hope, which I think they already got my Devour Hope done, so I can't really try and... Because Devour Hope is really good for, especially this event. Yeah, see how they keep trying to go for Killer Shack? It's just, it's a really good spot, especially if you know how to use it correctly. Like, you could run this almost permanently if you have the right perks. Yeah, definitely. The Hex Retribution does come in handy, especially for... Damn, they already got doors open? Jesus. They're running me wild. Okay, so I can already tell they're going for that door. I gotta get her. I'm gonna actually go back and catch them on this door. But they're trying to open both doors. I'm just not having a fun time with them because they're getting me going. I might not have a good match this one, but trying my best. Might get one last hook on this one. I should have set up more traps, but I was just so concentrated on them than actually paying attention to my traps. Normally traps come in handy, especially with the quick hits. we'll just do that and then go for pickup, but instead we'll run after him. Because apparently... they're both injured, so they'll try and take it. But they could not. So I got at least get one kill out of this, which is... No. You earned it. You made me fight so hard. You made me fight so hard. I get one more at least. He shook his head like he didn't try and flashlight save multiple times. You seen that little, no, don't, no. And I'm like, no, what do you mean, no? No, you should have seen it that one night. I was playing it last night. I had 4 or 5 people. It was like 4 or 5 people. No, it was 4. 4. It was 4 flashlights, okay?
Yeah.
They were all running perks to be able to quickly get in for flashlight saves, and I think they were running... There's a perk that you can have that's like... it's not Lightborn, it's like Champion of Light, which additionally adds the time... It makes it the stun longer for killer. So, I literally spent 90% of that match them trying to flashlight save, so I had to be extra sensitive about where I was picking people up. Because if you watch the way I play, I am very cautious about how I pick people up so that I am not able to have to deal with flashlights. I hate having to deal with flashlights. I would run Lightborn, but then that's an extra slot where it just basically means that I don't get stunned by flashlights when, you know, simply put, if you're skilled enough, you're not gonna, you know, get flashlighted a lot. I'm gonna go steal that fat cat for a second. Let's see. Come here, Key. Yeah, he's over here. Okay. No, stop it. Stop it. Ah, I think the cat went away. It's alright.
Is the bathroom over there?
Yeah, he didn't go in there though. He probably went upstairs.
Is it the white door?
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Aw, I know, buddy. I know. No. No, you can't come up here. You're gonna steal a seat. I know. I know. You love your scratches, yeah. Yeah, your scratches. Okay, come on. No. Because you're going to put your butt right next to my face. Ooh, speaking of, I gotta look at, not speaking of butt to face, but I gotta check. Do I have that mask that I like? The WhatsApp. Yeah, I had the WhatsApp. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. We still have a few more matches to have to do with her, and then we can... Whoa! Hey! Hey, buddy! Get your butt out of my face! Alright, well, while that's taking a second, I'm probably gonna bring in a dog from the outside, so...
I know you didn't wash your hands.
I'm just fucking with you. No, the microphone! And there's probably nobody watching anyway. I just don't like getting hair on it. Yeah, the dog took your seat.
I know. That's fucking rude.
I'm gonna real quick bring Peaches in and get Buford out.
Right.
How I got that 90 subs was a mixture of playing this until like 3 in the morning. And I did this while having a job too. So I'd come home from work, I'd start live streaming or doing videos. Peaches, come on. Everyone, Kim, get on. Peaches, come on. Get on. Get on. And we'll feed them after a bit.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure they all go out and get their time outside. Oh, hello, beautiful. Hello, beautiful. Come on, you big bubble. You got a lot better than the last time I seen you. Oh, good boy. Alright, come on, out. Outside. Buford, out. Outside. Outside. Peaches. Dogs have been barking non-stop. I'm just lucky that the Masquerade event, the wait time for it is a lot higher. Yeah, I also used to do Minecraft videos. I had like 100 and some Minecraft videos.
Oh, wow. I just won like a really big Minecraft world. It was like survival. I had a fun time building shit, and then I had to like reset my computer because it got bugged. And I forgot to back it up. I lost it all.
On my YouTube, I have a grand total of 200 videos. 200 videos, I believe. I gotta check. Because there's a stats where you can see, like, how many videos you've made, how many live streams you've done. I've never really done it for the, like content or anything like that. I've done it more for just, it's been fun. And I love playing games. Overview. I don't know why it's not telling me how many games. Maybe I gotta go on to my actual... Yeah, I made this little guy back in high school. I was inspired by the little nose creature from Berserk.
Okay.
And I made this little guy with the top hat. And I called him my little distinguished gentleman. And he's just been my icon for a few years now. No, apparently I got 302 videos.
Okay.
But I made videos all the way back in... I can't even remember how old some of my videos are. I think some of them are like years old. Yeah, oldest. Minecraft episode 1, 4 years ago.
Wow.
And then I just started making Minecraft episodes. I didn't have any audio, but like I did cool stuff like this. But I built all sorts of stuff. I made forges. One of my favorite series has to be the Starving Mage. I played Skyrim, and they have where you can now there's a survival mode that you can have on it where, you know, you gotta eat, drink. That's kind of an old one.
Yeah.
Want to be my 97th subscriber?
Honestly,
Go-
sure. What is it? Crunchy Almond?
Yeah, Country Almond. I gotta promote every way I can. I'm gonna promote to my Alzheimer's grandmother.
We'll get to 100.
I will at some point. I'm no doubt going to.
I have like 3 friends. I could do it all with them.
No, we're not out to cheat the system. We're out to have, get it properly. I seen which way she went. Then
97.
yeah, if you go on there, look at the last few Minecraft videos.
How far back is that?
Just go to oldest videos and then scroll up. Like I said, some of mine are 4 years old, so it'll take you a minute. Stop it, Peaches. Stop it, Peaches! I hate yelling into the microphone. That makes me feel bad. But, yeah. Yeah, it was another fun stuff. I was working on... So I even had... I think I still had the world. I'm not sure. I don't think it's the original, because I believe the file got corrupted. But I had spent so long on... I'd spent so long on that. Peaches, stop! Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Flashlight saves. That's cool. No, not as much as I used to. I can hear her around me somewhere. Why can't I pick him up? There we go. Now I can pick him up. I seriously don't have like any invitations I can use. That's bullshit. So she's over there on that gen, so I gotta get on that gen real fast. But I'm hoping my Devour Hope works out, because if it does, then I can just start insta-downing real fast. Where did she go? Okay, I see what happened. God damn, they're fucking hoofing it through these gens. I can't really... Can't keep up. I don't know why, but I'm getting a lot of good, players. I'm gonna bridge onto her real fast. Bridge onto her. I believe he's running background player and... got him. Alright, I'll put her on this hook, and then I gotta run over this way, because they're on this... They're either on this gen or this gen. Because I know she's trying to get this one. Because they're really freaking trying. But if I can keep them running and keep them... If I can keep them off gens, then that'll be glorious for me. He can't pallet, or he can't stun me because I'm Alright, Fist of Darkness is doing its magic, but now, this is where the fun commences, because they're gonna start wondering what's going on. because it's a gen game. It's definitely a gen game, but then with time, it becomes less of a gen game and more of a just can I find them. Because now I got stacks of Devour Hope, which if I play it right, Devour Hope will allow me to insta down and also allow me to mori them, which means I can kill them. Yeah, so you can only kill them if it's the last survivor. He's gonna go for that pallet. Boom, down, and then what we're gonna do is hook him over here. Shit, they already gotten that, so that's peachy. So I'm gonna hook him on here, then I'm gonna move to a different position. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out there for a second. What the hell? How are they already? Jesus. They're already on the last one, and they just completely... Damn. Hey, Athens! Athens, buddy. Stop it. I can't teleport to it, but they're over there in this shack. Hey! Peaches! Stop it! Peaches! Jesus. What is up with that dog? How do they activate this all the way over here, but then... You know, Hag is one of my least favorite killers. Well, I gotta finish her.
Oh.
The goal of what I'm doing right now is that I have to play her the entire time and prestige her fully. Like, Bloody Cosmetics prestige. I don't know where the other ones went. They're probably sitting at this gate or the other gate. Probably sitting at this gate. Yeah, they probably are. But anyway, yeah, yeah, teabag, whatever. Whatever. I hate that. I hate teabaggers, because, like, I'm already struggling in the beginning of the game. You had most of the match. That's just not... That's not cool, man. But it's whatever. I ain't too worried. Yeah, I spent a lot of time live streaming, and that has to be my favorite world, that Minecraft world, because I spent so much time on it, and it was just crazy how many episodes of just doing that I did.
Yeah, I know my one world I was talking about. I spent so much time on that world, and then I just started making like a tower. I like went.
Well, I started making a tower because I wanted to do a like. No, it was episode 32 was where I left off, and it was I had a bunch of diamonds. I think I did a house tour at one point, but I even remember that one point I was in high school at this time. I'd spent some time not being able to have my controller because my aunt and uncle, you know, seen how my grades were, so they're like, you can't have your controller back. So they took my controller, so I hooked up my my PC, not PC, my mouse and keyboard up to the PS4, and that's why there's a transition between where it looks normal, like a normal Minecraft world on PS4, and then, yeah, okay, this was where I was doing a tour, little tour. It was this forge. I loved this forge. I just loved the way it looked, especially with the basalt.
Yeah.
And then I think I did a grand tour of my base. Because I had a thing, yeah. But I always had 15-minute videos with like barely any audio. But I had pretty much built my house underwater. It was
That's
beautiful.
cool. Yeah,
It was beautiful.
I love that kind of stuff, like underwater.
So I kept my bed here and I kept the main room here. And basically it was where it was underwater completely, entirely. And it took me hours. I did it all on survival. But I made like rings on it for like to make it look like stability, and then I made it go underground. But this is where I kept like all my stuff and that. I did a lot with this world.
So it's kind of got like a bunker almost.
Yeah, I wonder if I show how my top side looks, because I was getting ready, just making a bunch of food and like looking for ores. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff just in Minecraft. I
That's
think
cool.
this was where I was leaving my house, because I had to go look for stuff. My microphone is still covered in dog hair. Yeah, the mic that I had took a shit on me, but yeah, this was the whole house. Like, this was where I lived. And I sectioned it off from everything else, but it took me forever to basically build this, because I basically made it where it was like a cylinder going down and then house. And then I bridged off on different areas.
Yeah.
But I spent a lot of time on this world, and you know, I just, like I said, I started playing other stuff. I got real big into Dead by Daylight, and I did get a few views on Dead by Daylight stuff, and then I started working on other content. You know, I did Rust for a little while, and then I was like, Rust is a little bit too toxic to constantly upload, because I got tired of it. But then I went back to Dead by Daylight. Then here's one of my favorite skits. It was Bear Grylls. I'll tell you about that one in spare time, but I got really good at Michael Myers. I played a lot with a friend of mine. I had funny names for him, like Finger Licking Good. Scared Alone in a Cave. I tried Subnautica one time and got scared so bad I stopped playing it.
Oh, I've been meaning to try that. So.
Starving Mage. A really overpowered Chucky build, and this was where I started working with the thumbnails, changing them up. Then they had an April Fool's event where basically it made the Oni really big and really large, and then all the survivors small. So I found this image online of the Oni's foot, so I did like SpongeBob licking it. This was if you've ever watched Smiling Friends, I took the character Pip, and then I did some photo editing to make him look like Dwight, and then I did that. There's one of the Unknown. My Thoughts on the Unknown. Deathslinger aiming, or Deadly Aim Deathslinger, Lethal Lullaby. That was one of my favorite games of just sheer stupidity on Huntress. Doctor's Delight. I really had fun with that one. Undead West was a good one. Quick and Quiet Race, because I had made that build stupidly quiet and quick. Cruel Clown was a good one. Duality Trapper. Unsettling Unknown. I had all these different names for them. And then I got into Little Nightmares, a little bit of GTA Lobotomy. And then I got really big into Little Nightmares, and I got a lot of views. And then I got my uh, I think my account went on, or I can't remember what happened, but there was a little gap where I did stuff on my phone, like VTuber stuff. Bacon Bitch Smack was one of my favorites because I did a Bacon playing game. And then I'm back. And then for some odd reason, this one video, it's 3 seconds long, and it's just the TF2 beginning screen. And it was TF2 rusty as hell, and it was when I was trying to upload on my computer. And it's literally, it's got 262 views, one of my highest viewed videos, for no reason, and it's just literally nothing. It's like 3 seconds of the title screen.
Well, I guess that's what the people want.
She's So Fast, Team Fortress 2, just having fun. I had fun on that one. Got 99 views on that one. Bunch of Little Nightmare stuff. I was still into editing. One of my that's another good one. I like the thumbnail on that one, Vommy Mommy. And then I kind of toned it down on that. I did some Doom, and then I played the new Sudoku skin for her. Then I tried first time Vecna. It was a good experience. On Is Freddy the Worst Killer, and then this was where I got back into editing my thumbnails again. So I did Little Nightmares. He's in the ceiling. Mukbang, which I really liked. I was Sushi. It was I Love You Guys. It was just appreciating everybody. And then there was He Can't Play Patty Cake Now. And in Little Nightmares, he's got really long arms, and at some point you cut both of his hands off. And that's why I put He Can't Play Patty Cake Now.
Okay.
Trend Twins took the bulk too far. I'm Screaming, and it was this. Ending or the Beginning. True Fear, Little Nightmares. And then this one, Mr. Beast is bad in my opinion. I remember I got it was the first time I got a bad comment on my video, and it felt bad.
What did they say?
I think it was something like telling me to shut up. But it was during the Mr. Beast controversy. I don't know why, but I really wanted to say something about it, because it was like a bunch of crazy shit happened. I'm like, I know I'm a little YouTuber, but you know, I did Hollow Knight, and then this was where I kind of just bridged off. Was like 8 months ago, because I had really long hair, and I still edited in my videos, so like I started off like this.
Yeah.
But I had really long hair, and I wore this outfit whenever I played this game.
Mhm.
But I tried my best to keep up with commentary, but I just could not do it. Some of my favorite ones, like I did cosplays here and there too. I had a lot of live streams that I cosplayed. I had a thing about cosplaying, so I have Michael Myers. I have his entire outfit. Like I have his the Nightmare Kills rendition mask. I got the normal mask, the Nightmare. I think it's Halloween Ends or something. I got that mask, and then I burned it, made it look like the Halloween Kills mask, and then I already had one Ghostface mask, which was the old version. So I went and bought the newer Ghostface mask, and then I bought the Dead by Daylight one, which then has Dead by Daylight one. It's a complete red mask with devil horns. Jesus Criminy! That one popped so fast. Yeah, we just started and this thing just popped. Yeah, the more people that are on it, the faster it goes. I'm just trying to find her. I need to get some sort of hook going, because they all gaggled on one gen really fast, and it's not that it threw me off, it's just, you know, kind of throws off my mojo. I'm gonna leave her because Wait, never mind. She ran around this way. I don't think I can stay on her for too long, because... Okay, there we go. We can stay on her for too longer. Okay. Jeez. You see how fast they're popping these gens? Okay, so they had an update recently, and they buffed and nerfed some killers, and I don't know what they did to the gen speed rate, but holy fuck, it was a lot slower than that last time I had checked. Also, that's bogus, but whatever. Get ready. Nope, he went that way, so I'm gonna get back onto this gen and... They are making this difficult, extremely difficult, man. These matches are just not going the way I want them to go. The hag is just really slow. That's the issue. So, she's meant as an ambush killer, but she's got no way of being, like, quiet without add-ons. So, naturally, playing her without any add-ons on makes it extremely difficult. And I don't run her with add-ons, so... It's not a fun experience, and I need to run her with add-ons. Oh wait, yeah, I am running add-ons. I'm running a, I'm running a one for speed. What the heck? Jesus! They're just running through these gens, and I'm over here, I haven't even hardly done much. This is bogus. Okay, so now I know where they are. Yeah, I haven't even gotten a single freaking hook in yet. Well, I did get that one. But I'm not getting Devour stacks yet because... Probably somewhere back on that gen again. I'm just kind of hoping she triggers my trap so that I can run over to her real fast. This one's getting touched. This one's getting touched a lot. Okay, Devour stacks hook. Devour hook stack. Damn it. This one. You know, that's the one thing I hate is while playing this game, I have every time I'm in a position where I know where I feel like I'm not doing so hot, my butthole puckers and my feet start to go upward. I know that's a wild statement. What the heck? Again, what is with this gen popping? He just magically gets that one popped right away, and I ain't even done nothing yet. Okay, that's another Another one gone. Open this. Check this real fast. I checked that, but you know what? If I can get a few more on hook, then we are good. I do not know where she went. Got her. I'm praying that they did not get my, Oh, so now they're paying attention to hexes. They don't pay attention to hexes, but then as soon as I start talking about using the Devour Hope, they're like, start using it. Okay, well, I gotta start getting these guys moving, because they're being pains in my asses. Because I haven't even gotten proper like usage out of my build, and yet here they are just like, nah, we're gonna just like kind of not do that. Well, you know, right by hook. Alright, speed boost. Yeah. Jesus, see? What the heck kind of perks are they running that's causing them to get this? Yeah, hold up. Am I getting Devour stacks? Yes, I'm getting Devour stacks. Okay, good. And while he's on there, I'll get the third one, and I will run up and boom, get her. Pick her up. Let's see, am I able to... I'm just going to put her on hook and then run this super close. Take this, invitation, because I'm going to need it. Then I'm going to run this way, and then I get a Devour Hope stack. So they're already on their way, but they're over this way. I don't know where they went, though. Oh, over that way, towards that. Okay. Still got what I want and what I need. Insta down. So now I got him on hook. Now, as long as... No, he'll get out. Okay. So now, let's run this here. Place this here. Get this trap rolling. And then now we got a slight speed boost. So I'm running back to this door, because they're obviously healing somewhere. But I don't think they realize that I'm just running... No, never mind. Fuck. That sucks. Well, at least we got one kill. Hag has been difficult lately. But I got a lot that I gotta do for YouTube again to get my content back up. I did bridge like 100 subs at one point. It was at one point. One singular point. But then, like... So, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got scammed a little bit, because at the time, there was somebody that reached out to me, and they're like, you know, on Twitter, they're like, hey, do you want to... Hold on, I'm gonna go back. spent time trying, like, so I had like an excess of money while I was working, and I've never gotten money from YouTube, never once. And I don't really care about getting money from YouTube. It's more about like producing videos and having fun with it.